Hi, you guys. I come with more beans today, as well as a little, is it lighter than yesterday? I feel like we're on our home stretch of our breakthroughs, which makes me very happy. So hopefully everybody's doing well today. To me, I believe that I am sharing one of my favorite designs today as beans. Oh, and I have extra beans as per usual. Update, the Perfectly Imperfect sale. We sold out of the candles. They're all officially gone. And the vessels, if you didn't see, launched yesterday. I shared all of mine. I put them away. But I have like the purple one for my paintbrushes. I have the orange one for my snacks. I have the green one holding an eyeball. I have a black one on the windowsill. I have the brown one on my tiered tray. I love them. They're so cute. The white one's holding my washi tape in the other room where I do my planning. So it's all very good. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. And don't come in here and being like, I missed out on the sale. I didn't know. I'm here to tell you all the things, as well as give you a heads up. So you guys are getting to know the unveilings of our holiday collection before anybody else, which makes me very, very happy. All the beans. How is it in Florida right now? How is the weather in Florida? Oh, and to anybody, oh my gosh, I want to keep this light, but also it's on my heart. Anybody from or with family in Jamaica, I am thinking about you. I'm sending you the biggest hug. Horrible, absolutely horrible. So let's go into, on that note, let's go into today's, hopefully something that can turn your day around or your life around and give you a swift kick in the booty. What, are we Tuesday? No, we're Wednesday. See, I don't even know what day. Do you blame me though? It's like daily videos, daily live. I don't even know what planet I'm on. So, okay, your wake up call. I think that we live our days focused on things that are out of our control. I also think that it's a generational thing. I think that it's a social media thing. So I want to go through a list of questions. And if you were to see this, like you have in control, like a little, in our coloring books, how we have the like apothecary jars, like the fairy jars, think of like what is in your control as in what is in your fairy jar. Out of your control is everything that's beyond that. But okay, just so you know, I just did my makeup, and if you're new here, you don't know this, but every time I do my makeup, my nose runs. But also, if you follow my vlogs, you know that big friggin' candle that I got at Winners? I've been sneezing all morning, so I just turned it off, and we're gonna light a daily grind candle because that's what I get for doing that. Because I was like, why do I keep sneezing? That would be why. All right, questions for you. What out of these live rent free in your head? And you can say examples if you want to be super vulnerable. What past mistakes or missed opportunities live rent free in your head? What opinions of others live rent free in your head? Whether it be, and this is why I was saying in light of what I was just saying, weather and seasons live rent free in your head in terms of stuff you can't really control. Global and economic changes, delays, issues, tech glitches. I was talking to my mom about this this weekend whenever she came over. She said I had like the worst, she was telling me, she's like, I had the worst week. My computer crashed. I told her, I was like, Mom, all of this could be solved if you had a Mac. That was literally my answer. She's a Windows lady. She's a Windows galley. So I told her, but it's out of your control. So delays, issues, tech glitches, unexpected life events. Which current season of your life are any of these living rent-free inside your head? Random distractions or interruptions in your day? That one hits hard for me because I feel like I'm constantly on like a rotation of like very reactionary and very go nonstop throughout, especially this month headed into the end of the year. The pace of other people's growth, does that live rent-free in your head? And give specific examples. How fast your results are showing up. Other people's moods or attitudes or situations that they're in. All of that, if you could visualize it, and I want you to have examples for each that kind of do live rent-free in your head, are the things that are outside of your fairy jar, out of your control. To quote Matthew McConaughey. By the way, if you've never read, is it called Green Light? Yeah, Green Lights. I think I read it a long time ago. Very good book. I want to see your answers before I keep going. Yeah. Life situations, health. In some part though, health, it could be within your control. So let's jump into what's in your control. How I spend my time each day, how you choose to prioritize your time, what your routine looks like, when you choose to wake up in the morning, when you choose to go to bed at night, the boundaries that you set with others, your response to challenges and challenging moments, the goals that you choose to set, how you fuel your body, food, water, movement, the way that you organize your priorities in the day, the effort that you put into your work and the quality that you give to it, your daily routines and habits, what you choose to consume, what you allow into your home, into your brain, social media, books, podcasts, people, mindset, conversations, all of it. And then the last one that is 100% within your control is your self-talk. What goes on inside your noggin. So I've shared this before that Andre and I, we do our best to not, obviously we're not perfect, but we have this rule that it's like under our roof, like if other people want to allow that into their home, that's fine. But under our roof, like people's, let's say, less than ideal situations or conversations, we don't bring it into our home, if that makes sense. So if there's like an upsetting situation, I'll just give you like, no, it's not a real life example, but let's say that there is like a questionable at best bachelor party that does not align with our values, and we hear about it, and let's say Andre's invited, doesn't go, we hear about like it doesn't the conversation does not happen here. Like we're like, no, we don't engage in it. And I think that that's something also in terms of like what you allow into your home, but what you allow in terms of conversations with people you're hanging out with. I think that the lowest form is talking about other people or life events or whatever. I think the middle is like meh, like the weather, sports, meh. And then you can go deep with like your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and like what you hope to achieve. And I really feel like there's like there's like the lowest form where it's like hogwash, like drama. And then there's very meh. And then there's like elevated conversations. And I love an elevated conversation. So what do you feel in terms of what I just shared? Where do you feel like your mind, energy, spirit, focus goes on an average day or current season in your life? Do you veer more towards the stuff that's out of your control or the stuff that's more in your control? Like where does your energy go? And I think that if you can focus on the examples for each, you'll know the answer. And it could very well be 100% the stuff that's out of your control that consumes you. But I think the first step is just being aware of it. So on that note, and this is where we're going to like shift from all the stuff that we let go of, all the boundaries that we set, to a more intentional way of living, that you're going from your day to day with the stuff that actually matters to you. So I have a list of 8, and I'm going to give you examples. So number 1, wait, do I actually have? Yes, I do have examples. So number 1, mindful moments. And this is to me like the 8 steps to live an intentional, romanticized life where you're not focused only on the stuff that is completely out of your control and you're doing the things that matter to you. So number 1, mindful moments. Living with awareness, slowing down. I'm like in a season of attempting to slow down. Noticing the little things. Example, taking your mornings to journal, to plan, savoring a cup of tea, not multitasking everything, taking a mindful walk without headphones in, putting your phone away during meals. Andre and I always do that. Our phone doesn't come with us to dinner. Lighting a candle before bed, lighting a little incense. Hopefully it's a candle that doesn't make you sneeze. Number 2, rhythms and rituals. So creating grounding routines. I shared this the other day. I do that. I will wake up, I have my morning routine, I'll make my cup of tea, I'll turn on the jazz music, I'll light a candle or an incense, like very calm start to my day. And it's kind of like a little ritual. Sunday reset, seasonal rituals like fall decorating. I'm big on that. That's how I believe that I got myself, at least. I know that everybody deals with it differently, but I do feel like I have a pretty extreme example considering we live so far north. Our days, like, and I know the clock is about to change, which makes me even more weary. It starts to get dark currently at like 3:34. Like the sun is going down. Do you know how discouraging that is to know that the clock is gonna change. It's gonna get even worse next week. I very much struggle with seasonal sadness, is what I call it. And the way that I feel like I get out of that as best I can is, I have a couple ways, but the biggest thing is celebrating every single season. So headed into the fall, where it does, like, I thrive in the summer, okay? Like the summer, I'm like my best self. But the fall months, I've started, that's how I got so big into Halloween. So I do autumn throughout September. I do like the academia archive, so like back to school vibe for like adults, like very Harry Potter. August, September, I did like very fall, very cottagecore, very, very Cottage Chronicles. And then that's why I designed the collections this year after that. And I also designed my video playlists every month after that. So then obviously for October was our little fall escape, all very Halloween, and then headed into November. I'm not American, so I don't celebrate Thanksgiving in November, but if I did, that would probably be my theme, is like very harvest, headed into the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. For me, I go full Christmas, because 1 month, 25 days is not long enough. So full Christmas, and then into December until the 25th, full Christmas. And then once that's done, by the 26th, I go into New Year's mode. And then I'm in New Year's mode from like, I would say the 26th of December until like the 15th, 16th of January. And then I go into Valentine's Day mode. And then after Valentine's Day, see where I'm going with this? And then I go into spring mode and Easter mode. So I have very much like fall through into March, April, where the weather would be not so great. And then even through the summer, like instilling like Summerween and all these little traditions, it just makes you celebrate every little part. So that's, if you've noticed, that's why our covers follow that, so that you might be in a lower season of life, that you can kind of reinvigorate yourself with that specific design or that specific theme and find joy in that, with between the inserts or between the covers or the coloring pages or whatever it might be. So that's where it comes from. Number 3, creative expression. So finding ways to be creative, even if you're not a creative person, problem solving, trying new things. Novelty is huge for your happiness. Like I feel like Andre's going through that right now. Like he's in newer business ventures, and I can tell that it's like, it's his way of being creative and his way of expressing himself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be artistic. Like I'm very artistic, he is not, but he's expressing himself in a creative way. So this can be gardening, writing, DIYs, it can be a new adventure, it can be learning an instrument, crafts, whatever that might be. Number 4, nourishment. This doesn't just mean food, this means what you're drinking, obviously what you're cooking and eating and consuming, but it also means, I believe, like nourishment in terms of how you're moving your body, what you're allowing into your body, as well as your mind. So nourishing your mind, body, and soul, if that makes sense. Number 5, connection. Prioritizing your relationships, like we said, your 5, prioritize those. The relationships that bring you joy, that are present, that are meaningful, unplugged dinners with families, phone calls with a parent. I shared this, I think, on like the first week, taking the time to call the people in your top 5. My brother would be one of those, like every week or so, my brother or me will text the other one and be like, yo, he usually says yo, I don't say yo, but I'm like, can you talk? And then we FaceTime for probably about an hour. The same thing with my mom. I call my mom every single week. I do voice notes with my good friends, like I do voice memos. I think the only people that I actually like chat on the phone with is my parents, Andre, obviously, and my brother. I'm not a phone call type of gal. You know why? My friend and I talked about this. Our generation, we have spent our lives as teenagers, hours on the phone. You know what? We're at capacity. We don't want to talk on the phone anymore. I think that's why. Date nights. So setting a date night, handwritten notes, connecting with nature or your pets. I feel like I'm always connecting with my pet. You just say hello. I put him on this blanket so that he's not sleeping on said beans again today. All right, so number 5 is connection. Number 6 is rest and renewal. I feel like there is so much power in being able to have thinking time. If you're going a mile a minute and you don't even give yourself time to think on like what you want and what you want to achieve, and giving yourself that space in terms of like a social media detox and doing yoga and meditation and like thinking, there's no friggin' way that you can move forward, because there's too much going on inside your brain and you're just never stopping. So guilt-free rest is huge. Number 7, obviously I'm big on this, your home as your haven. Not just in terms of what you're allowing in and who you're allowing in, but the thoughts, the activities, the overall aesthetic, how you organize yourself, intentional storage, fresh flowers, decorating, cozy lighting, cleaning as self-care. I think I shared this recently. Like, to me, a clean is like, when you clean, it's like, be grateful for your house that you're cleaning. So some people would love to be able to have the space that you have to be able to clean it. So take the time to do that and see your home as your own little escape. And aligned growth is the 8th one. This I've shared a bajillion times, but if you're not seeing progress, that's where your unhappiness is stemming from 99.9% of the time. If you're lacking progress, if you're lacking big movement towards something that is daring and bold and exciting, you're gonna lack that sense of happiness and that sense of purpose. So journal on your dreams, read personal growth books. May I suggest the Know Your Worth book? I literally sent my copy over to my niece. My mom I was like, bring this to her. So I have to order my, Kara, if you're on, I need a new Know Your Worth book. Tracking, you guys are doing your tracking sheets that we're doing. By the way, I saw somebody, I feel like I need to go in. Sometimes I see comments and I'm like in the middle of the live or whatnot, but I saw a comment yesterday for the tracking sheets, how we're doing the challenge. And maybe somebody on the team can go help, but they said, like, I don't know what this is for, like the tracking. It's for whatever you want. The tracking sheet in the autumn, in the fall escape, there's a full tracking sheet. A lot of people are doing a digital detox. And that's the other thing I was gonna say. If you're not sure, this isn't like school. You can literally, that's why we have this group. You can literally look at someone else's paper in the group and be like, oh. So I saw a really good example today. Someone put like their social media detox, they have their glow up habits, and it's just tracking your habits that you're doing every single day. So tracking your seasonal goals, vision boarding, all that type of stuff. So hopefully that helps you guys in terms of intentional living and where your focus is going. If it's outside of your control stuff or things like that, like those 8 things, you'd be so much better off focused on that instead of worldly events and what your neighbor thinks of you. Does that make sense? May I spill beans now? Kara's on. Thank you, Kara. Okay, so today I have multiple beans to share. This is one of my favorites. And so today I'm going to be unveiling on social media. So if you guys want to like see the full unveil, I'm thinking of, so yesterday I unveiled the Lantern Holly Home. Today I'm thinking of unveiling the pink one that I showed you guys, the Sugar Plum Summit. Oh, I love that you guys like the trackers. Okay. Oh, I have news that I can share. You know how I've been telling you, said beans? I was like, they're launching later. I made something happen. Kara helped. We're gonna launch them earlier next week, so you can have them sooner. They're in the warehouse, so they're ready to go. I was like, why wouldn't we just launch them? Let's just do it. Okay, this is my favorite blanket. I got one for my mom and she was like, can I order it on your website? I'm like, it's not even available yet. So I gave her my other one. So this is one side. I love a good candy cane. So this is the before last one. And then tomorrow's is also, so you know how I said I've been sharing, like there was a green one, a blue one, a pink one, a sage green one. Well, the only colors that were missing were red. So tomorrow is red also. Any guesses on what this one is? So they're all themed after very famous Christmas movies, Christmas locations, kind of like the Halloween theme of Not My House, But I Know My Way Around. So the theme of this collection, you should be afraid. The theme of this one is supposed to be very nostalgic. I think that our generation also, we so crave, I think we are the people, I saw this quote the other day that like, we're the people that we used to knock on our friends' doors. We didn't text our friends. We would knock on our friends' doors to go play. And Christmas was very present and very special. And it's like, we're the generation that like lost that. Like we felt the loss. So I have goosies. So our goal for this Christmas collection and winter collection was to bring the nostalgia back. So we called it Home for the Holidays. So every single item it is like dripping with nostalgia. So you're close, but no, I'll show you more today. So I showed you the blanket. The cuppy is my favorite cuppy. Now, can you guess which movie it is? Syrup Latte Supreme. A sweet sip for sugar plum spirits. So it's supposed to look like syrup, which I love. What Christmas movie has syrup in it? Do you love it? Okay, so here's the glitter. So I love that we have, you know how we like match the, okay, I showed you like way too much. We match the outsides, and then if you want to flip it, the insides will match. This step I'm giving, I haven't shown the covers before, so this kind of gives it away for the syrup. Wait, look. It's so cute. And then I haven't shown any discs yet, but I attached the discs yesterday. So this is the keychain. Santa's Peppermint Peak Workshop. And then the other bean that I was going to share, yay! The other bean that I was going to share. Do you remember how we had asked the group if there could be one holiday cover, and you guys did like a battle royale in the group? I'm unwrapping it. So the one that won, we're bringing it back in very limited quantities. Andre, right? Very limited quantities? I'm guessing, yes. This is the one that won. And this one comes with the metal discs. So this was inspired by the Hallmark movie, like movie marathon. And it's like cozy cabin, and there's glitter on this one. So I think that this one will be launching with everything else in very, very limited quality and quantities. This one's my favorite keychain, I think. Yeah, I love it. And I'm a peppermint gal. I've been that way forever. So this is going to be my cup of choice. Do we love it? Okay, very limited. Okay, yes. Have I shared everything for today? I think so. I think I've shared all the things. And then tomorrow, I'm going to unveil the last house for Home for the Holidays, as well as some more treasures that I have not yet talked about that you will probably not be able to guess, which I'm excited about. But I'm going to go post up today's video. And I think I'm going to unveil, now that you guys have seen almost all of them, I think I'm going to unveil the pink one. I have glitter. Love it. I'm so excited. Yay! Yeah, we wanted to bring it back for anybody that, like, from the vault. I feel like we should do that more with, like, the really old stuff, too. I feel like that'd be fun. Yay! I love that you guys love it all. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. We are almost at the tail end of this, so hopefully you're taking all the notes, having really good breakthroughs, and just thoroughly enjoying yourself. And I'm just so proud of you guys for showing up every single day. I love it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes!